Good evening, everyone. I hope you had a good Monday. Today we're going to be talking about Winter Storm Caleb, which is going to be affecting the eastern half of the country, and especially the Northeast. Right now, I made a custom graphic for snowfall accumulation. It took me a long time, about 45 minutes. So make sure you please subscribe. That will give me more motivation. But please subscribe if you can. We're at 171 right now, which is amazing compared to what we were at last week. Please subscribe. I think right now we're going to do a shout out, but I haven't really established the rules yet. And I'm going to set us a little goal here. Let's try to hit 200 by the end of this year, by the end of 2019. So that means since I started the YouTube channel, pretty much we've gone 200 subscribers in a year. But yeah, we're going to be looking into this. All right. So now we are looking at the snowfall right now, or this is sort of the latest radar, not the best radar, but this does depict the snow. It has that connection. We can see, look at the heavy snow going through Indiana, southern Illinois, central and southern Indiana, central Ohio, and then it goes up about Detroit with some moderate snow, and then we have some decent snow in the Northeast right now. If we move the radar up there, you can see right now hardly any rain mixing in the Northeast, which is just good with good snowfall. And now we can see some showers, some of which are heavy towards Nashville. And look at this, even snow in southern Texas, almost central Texas. You can even see some freezing rain by Austin. Even look at that. That's far south, freezing rain, even some snowfall. Not really accumulation, but see some snowfall about Fort Smith, Arkansas, northern Arkansas. A little bit of a band there with right along that back edge of the precip. We can see some mixing right now. If we zoom in right now on the heaviest snow, you can see Indianapolis, you're getting it. Evansville, Kentucky, Paducah, Kentucky, you're getting very heavy snow right now. Nashville, the snow's not due just yet in Nashville. Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus, north of town. Columbus is sort of the city right on the edge. At least you guys aren't really getting any freezing rain, but right to the north of town, especially in the northwest of town, you're seeing some moderate snow, maybe even heavy snow now. But down to the south of town, maybe there's some rain and mix. Maybe snow too. Akron, Ohio, same case pretty much as Columbus. Erie, though, Buffalo, New York, Toronto, and Canada. Yeah, you can see some pretty heavy snow right now. Maybe lighter, maybe moderate snow, but yes, it's a pretty large system. If you look at like the general past accumulation, since this winter storm, so this is Winter Storm Caleb. This is our third named winter storm of the season on November 11th. Normally, this is about when our first named winter storm will happen, or our first really the first big snowstorm will happen, which we've had three. We had Aubrey in mid-October, which were at blizzard conditions in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. Mostly just North Dakota, though. And then we had Bessie, I think it might have been 2 weeks ago, and that was out in sort of this region, bringing sort of Illinois and stuff in those regions, and then now we have Caleb bringing widespread snowfall for literally the whole, even central portions of the country. Look at this. Snow, maybe even snow showers in Tulsa, Fort Smith, Arkansas. You guys are getting some snow. Look at this. Omaha, you guys are getting, these purple colors are about 5 inches plus of snow. Illinois, you've gotten 5 inches plus of snow. To the south of, zoom in right there. That's where the heaviest of the snow is falling right now, really, Illinois. You can see right to the south of Peoria, right on Springfield. You can see, look at that. You can see heavy snow. This is radar indicated. Lansing and Michigan is an area that's seen very heavy snow. In all these areas, look at this. Even in Tennessee, Tennessee has seen some snowfall with this storm. Fayetteville, Arkansas, right to the north of Fort Smith, Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Dayton, Ohio. Even the Northeast has seen snow already. Look at this. This is how big Winter Storm Caleb has dropped the snow. It really wasn't named until it passed out over here, but it did bring some snowfall out into. Let's look at that big snowstorm. If we turn on radar, let's see where it is now. Look how big that snow band is. That is just very large. But we're gonna be moving on to the forecast now. All right, y'all. Here now, these are there's some screenshots from the computer modeling area of things, but we can see this is not. This is in this video we're going to be using Eastern Daylight Time. This is 4 a.m. Yeah, this is 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Look at the snow going all the way down to the mountains of Tennessee. And then we have it going all the way up through West Virginia. Very heavy snow in New York, northern Pennsylvania, northern Vermont, even snow in northern Maine, but that'll probably come to you a little bit later. And so I can see some freezing rain, even some wintry mix in these areas. That could be an issue, maybe some ice accumulations. Not significant, though. Not looking at like a humongous ice storm, but we could see some ice. But look at that. Yeah, we can see that pretty big, heavy snow band in New York into Vermont and going into Canada, even northern Maine. You guys could be seeing snow, and we can see the lake effect snow in Michigan, and even portions of Ohio. We can see the snow and heavy snow in Tennessee, right along the mountains. And this is in the south at the same time, 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Look at this. You have freezing rain in Mississippi, Alabama, all the way up to, and then we wintry mix behind that. We can even see some snow in Tennessee. Right now, or this time, it's going to be passing the mountains. This is the NAM 3K models. This is like a forecast of what the Doppler, or like what the radar will probably look at this time. We can see, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what like the radar does look like right now. But this is only 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. This system is going to be starting to move a little bit faster. But let's move to my forecast. So this is my forecast. That's the winter storm Caleb, 11/11/19 to 11/13/19. Now I made this at about 5:30. I guess is when you guys was when I should say it. So this is not going to take in consideration of the snowfall that's already happened in these regions, but we could be looking at an additional only up to 1 inch, maybe like a trace right there. I have an outlined in eastern Ohio and portions of southwestern Pennsylvania. I just had up to 1. Then we have an up to 1 area inside of this light blue line right here going all the way through Pennsylvania, Maryland, northern Virginia, I think that is. I'm going into New York, and it's a pretty tight area. You can see 1 to 3 inches in this region. These little numbers right here, like 9, that means like this for an isolated location, how much snow you're going to be looking at. Just like 5 inches right there in central New York, but 1 to 3 in this area. Like this going through Maine, even in Pennsylvania, Ohio, you can be seeing that 1 to 3. 3 to 5 in Ohio, pretty much along the lakes in Ohio. New York, going to Vermont, New Hampshire, and then Maine. Even portions of Pennsylvania, as you'll be seeing, 3 to 5 inches. And then we have the 5 to 8 inches, which is against Ohio into Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and then Maine. And this is the first time we've ever used this. You can see pretty good snowfall on the lakes, but then with some lake enhancement by Buffalo, New York. Winds coming off the lakes after the system, because remember this goes till Wednesday. I mean, see, look at this. That's an 8 to 12 inch area. I mean, see, in northern Maine, I do have a sort of a 12 inch right there. You can see 8 to 12 inches in these regions. Does not mean you're going to get 12 inches like if you're like right here. It means you could get 8 to 12 inches. It's just because I'm not going to do individual numbers. I'm trying to make this a little bit more simpler, so I can make more of these easily. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do up to 1. I may rename that just like flakes, and then I'll have 1 to 2, 2 to 4 inches, and then you'll have right here you'll have 4 to 6, 6 to 10 is what I'm going to rename it as. And then I think this will probably be 10 to 14. Probably right here. Probably 14 to 20 inches. Yeah, and then if this slide thing would move. Alright, well that's not gonna happen, but 14 to 20 inches will probably happen, and I'll have 20 to 26. And then where it says 30 to 36 down there in the yellow shade, that'll be 26 to 32. So I'm sort of moving it up a little bit, just so it's easier to make it. I don't have as much layers to make. I sort of think this looks not the best. But right now, I hope you guys like that. I mean, I tried. It took me a while, but right now we're looking at all the alerts that are issued right now. These sort of purplish shades right here, these are all winter weather advisories. You can see I was going from northern Arkansas, Oklahoma through Tennessee, all of Kentucky, literally all of Kentucky has these. West Virginia, Ohio, And you even see on the coast in the interior regions of Ohio, or let's say, I guess, against the lakes and interior regions of the Northeast, winter storm warnings in these pinkish colors, and some winter storm advisories. And then against the lakes, or winter weather advisories, I'm sorry. But then against the lakes, like in UP and Michigan up there, and portions of Michigan, there is winter storm warnings because the lake affects snow. We have even down in Texas where we have that snow going on right now, that little bit of snow, just that little bit though, has winter weather advisories going for the whole area. We have wind advisories in these sort of tannish colors, freeze watches in these light blue, and in these deep blues, freeze warnings, because it would be very cold. And we've already taken a look at like temperature forecasts. If you want to see a good temperature forecasts, I think go back into yesterday's video. Probably, I think we looked at the temperatures yesterday. But I want to tell you how this week's working real quick as we sort of go into transfer portions into the models. But it's looking like I'm going to sort of this week. Tomorrow I'm going to do a store. I'm going to do an update on Caleb, but it won't be as long as today. It's like the full last update, really. And then tomorrow we'll sort of like look at radar data and just maybe like the NAM3K model, and that's it. Not updating the snowfall amounts or anything. And then Wednesday, because it's right after a storm, and normally right after a storm before another one comes, or for like another storm system happens, there's not one like right line behind it. I'm taking Wednesday, I'm not filming, or I'm not making a YouTube video. And then Thursday, which I'm going to be working on Wednesday too, I'm going to go on Thursday's video. I'm going to do a long-term outlook. Sort of like we're going to be looking at different models that we've never looked at before, different types of graphics for the long term, for pretty much for the end of November. For the rest of November, even maybe in the early December. And Friday, it's going to be an off day. It's a Friday. And then Saturday, we'll be looking at whatever we have going on next. But right now, this is the temperatures. We can see these blue colors, which is freezing. Freezing goes all the way down to central Texas, and like this, you can really see the cold front right there. It's very strong, going all the way up into, what the heck? Okay, going all the way up into the Northeast. There we can see pretty cold temperatures. Look at this, 4 degrees in North Dakota, 10 degrees right there. It's 4 degrees in Bismarck. But let's take a look at the GFS model. You can see if we're focusing on the eastern side of things. See that storm sort of our storm system moves. We're not going to be looking at it. We can see a clipper system maybe during the day Thursday. And then Saturday's video, we're going to have this little thing we may look at a little bit. We're going to have a coastal system off the coast and bring in maybe some showers to Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. Those will be on the lighter side, maybe decent rainfall to us, maybe to like an inch or 2 inches maybe. But we're not going to have probably an individual video for that. There will be a few little coastal systems though. Then Saturday, trying to figure out, we may be looking at this clipper during the day Saturday that could happen if that does happen. I mean, some of this model has been saying that there's going to be sort of a storm system, maybe a nor'easter in the Northeast. Probably not a nor'easter. This doesn't look really too good. And then we're getting too far out. But let's go ahead and look at the NAM3K model and look at the Doppler, or like what it's predicting. We can see during the night tonight, very heavy snow will be falling in the Northeast, of course, and then that'll be leaving. Maybe even Boston, New York City, you could see some. If you're up like tomorrow afternoon, maybe, or tomorrow morning, you guys can see some flakes. Very quickly it'll happen, but then it'll be over. You guys can see some flakes. So we can see the lake effect snow machines come out. We can see this is during the day or during the night Wednesday, morning when you'd be sleeping. We can see the lake effect snow showers. Not all the way up in Maine. I don't know why I did that, but we can see them. In Michigan too, we can also see them, and we can see that system is off. We have a little clipper happening probably Thursday, which we may look at a little bit tomorrow. Okay, I don't know why I took a sound in, but that's pretty much what I'm saying. But let's highlight the Northeast sort of here. Let's take a look like what it's saying. So for the Northeast, you can see. Look at this. So this is 6Z. This is 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Look at this. Very heavy snow going all the way down to Kentucky up to the Northeast like that. Pretty heavy snow, even in northern Maine too. Then as we go later, let's look. You can see that moves off. Maybe even bring in some freezing rain. even bringing maybe for like a few minutes at the most. You could see a few flakes in New York City, and then in Boston, maybe a little bit longer. You could see some flakes maybe for maybe like some light snifflers maybe for like an hour, maybe. But let's take a look at snowfall accumulations here. I'm trying to find it. All right, there it is. So snowfall accumulations, you can see the M3KM model keeps it sort of like the GFS and Canadian model, which is ones like that. Today we're not looking at the European model. The European model has not been doing a very good job at getting the storm systems. Like last Thursday night's system in the interior Northeast that brought some snow, not an A1 storm though. That was the European model. That Monday said there would be snow all the way down in the coastal regions, like by New York, and that's why that forecast was so wrong last Monday. So look at the European model, but and see, but by the time it's over, we can see maybe in upstate New York 8 to 12 inches, like I said, northern Maine 8 to 12 inches also. But that'll wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing. And yes, please give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to. Please leave a comment. I like replying to those. I hope you have a good Monday and a good Tuesday. Peace out.